The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Here on the Domino's post-game report, Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, this one was pretty nuts.
Is this loud enough? Yeah. Well, Cav, I'll tell you what, man. Nobody's ever seen anything like that.
Nope.
I've never been a part of anything like that. Charles Clark's 50-plus point triple-double was its own unique thing, and then, but of course, what Nick did today. I'm just glad that he's on my team. I love coaching him. I love the time we've had together. I love the fact that he's the kind of guy that everybody respects because of his work, and everybody likes to see good things happen to good people. He's good people. I don't know. I'm dumbfounded at this point. I just don't know what to think after seeing that.
17 of 26, most threes in the game in Division II history. Just the fourth 60-point game in Division II since 1975. I guess if I were to ask you something, can you find what made this one unique compared to Ish's 52-point night against Marsville in 2011, Bird's 54-point triple-double against Coker in 2017?
Well, because it was so three-heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough shot, and it's not like everybody in the gym. Coach Taylor is one of the best coaches in the country. He has a team that's competitive every year. They scout. They knew who he was, and he was still able to find very, very short, small windows of opportunity to get the ball off. So, Ish was unique, Charles was unique, but Nick's unique, and none of them really sort of. I really can't connect the dots between the three. There is one. When I say this is unbelievable,
yeah.
When Charles broke that record, Ish showed up that night from Australia. He came into the state from Australia and came and watched and saw that. This morning, guess who texted me this morning? Charles Clark. With a sort of a theme of commitment pays off. I probably haven't talked to Charles since last summer, and today he texts me that. It's unbelievable. I don't even know what all that means, but for him to text me that today and then this to happen, it's unbelievable.
I think, again, 17 threes, that's never happened in Division II history. 60-point nights since the days of Bevo Francis at Rio Grande aren't something that
it's not
that happens.
No, no, it's not. On every level, the threes, the efficiency of shot making, the total points, all of it. All of it. Just, I'm dumbfounded, Kevin. I really don't know what to say. It's just a magical day for our team, for Nick, and really for our institution. This is national news, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is national news.
Absolutely.
So, this has been a big day for Carson-Newman as a whole.
You rebounded in a big way. You told me in the pregame interview that your team was angry. Good Lord, I don't want to see you angry. I don't want to be the.
We had some really aggressive conversations, I'll say, the last couple days since getting our tails whipped in Harrogate. We've had some really aggressive things said and some really hard and fast expectations lined out. And to be honest, our guys exceeded those. They exceeded what I had expected. And we're big into giving more than expected. They gave more than expected. When I tell you we didn't talk, literally I was like, I don't care about your offense. I don't care. Y'all just going to have a good time on offense. Well, we're going to get our defense right. Well, maybe I need to say, I don't care. Just go have fun on offense. And that's what it looked like they did. But I'm really happy with what we did defensively. Really happy.
25% shooting for Newberry. That's the best defensive night for your team this season. You limit them to 6 of 29 from three. You out-rebound them by 21. 55 to 34 on the glass. When they were missing, they weren't getting seconds and thirds. How much of a how right was the recipe tonight?
Well, clearly it was right, but what made it right is their willingness to follow through with the requests and the agreements we made as participants and as team members, so that the credit goes to the players for making the choices, honoring the agreements they made, and delivering. You know, they didn't have to. It's always a choice, man. You know, and success requires what success requires, and you know, we had some very specific things that I won't go into detail with, but we had some very specific things, sort of things we were evaluating to determine our success or failure or effectiveness, I guess I should say, the effectiveness. And our guys, they met every one, man. They met every one.
Nick Brennigan deservedly gets a ton of focus, but Trey Hubbard has your first double-double for points and assists in a game since Reese Anderson in 2019.
Wow.
You shared the ball exceptionally well
Yeah.
with 31 assists. Not surprising when 23 of those are threes. You don't take a lot
Yeah.
of dribble up. I don't think you take any dribble up threes. Everything seems to be off the catch. But shared the ball exceptionally well, primarily from Trey Hubbard.
Yeah.
What do you see from him?
Well, we made a big deal about that. We got a great deal of trust in that locker room, and those guys know that when the ball is moving, we have a better chance to get better shot opportunities. I had sort of in the scout, I sort of told them that, you know, guys, I think they're going to try to defend us a certain way. So, hey, if we end up taking, and I said this, Cav, if we end up taking 53, so be it. So, I mean, ironically, we took 53s. So, I literally said that if it's that, so be it. We take what they give, and that's what the guys did.
Mercy, just the number of defensive stops that you produced in this. You talked a little bit about the execution of the scout, but can you break down a little bit how much that impacted what became the free-flowing nature?
It was
of your
huge
offense?
because the defense generates the offensive transition. When you have a guy like Trey that can get out in space, put pressure on the paint, and you got guys like Nick and John and Jack and Bridge and Bryce, these guys can make a shot, then it's huge. And so, you know, the more stops we get, the easier a chance we do have to score. And we had nine different 3-stop segments, and we had 9 different 2-stop segments. And that's a recipe for successful defensive and then offensive production.
All right, turn your attention to the Emory and Henry Wasps on Wednesday. High-tempo pace for Emory and Henry. What do you have to do to definitely celebrate this one for a little bit, but get ready for a talented Wasp unit on Wednesday?
Well, first of all, man, we're going to bask in this one for 24 hours because our guys need that. They need that. But I promise you, come Monday, we will lock in. We know what NH is capable of doing. They've got a really big roster. They've got a really a bunch of shot makers, and they run really good stuff in the half court offensively. So we're gonna have to have this defensive approach today. We've got to have it again on Wednesday back here in Holt. Hopefully, at that point we'll have some students in here too.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on one of the all-time greats.
Hey, Cav, I wouldn't have had anybody but you calling this game. Magic. The magic voice and the magic marksman.
All right. That's enough from you. Get out of here.
All right.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Domino's postgame report continues. The magic marksman, I guess we're going to call him. Nick Brennigan to the microphone when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.